the Deloach residence out here in Nocatee. We got a nice, somewhat built pond behind us. This job is gonna be done in probably 2-3 weeks span of time. 3 weeks. We have an entire backyard going in aside from the pond. This is our 5th day. It's been Nick, myself, Sammy, and Mark out here. So the 4 of us working together, we've been able to chip away and make some pretty good progress. The concept idea of this pond really is something large enough for them to get into. We have some elements here for the kids to be able to get in and out pretty easily and then just enjoy the entire ecosystem. Jason had the main role of designing this one. There were definitely some challenges coming in. The majority of the properties, I mean, if you look up and down their neighbors, the grade of the backyard just pitches from the house to this natural area, which is good. You want the water to shed away from the house, but in this case, we had to kind of tame the grade change, make a flat plateau for us to build our water feature in. And then of course, we love building into the grade, which we're gonna be able to do further up there for the waterfalls. Day 1, we came out here, stripped all the sod out completely. We had a semi truck come. We had 1 semi delivered here, a semi delivered to the bluff, which prepped us for the 2nd day, which was building this retaining wall around the whole backside of the property. The goal was to have this elevation I'm standing at here flat and 18 inches lower than the existing hardscape paver patio that they have up by the house. So they're gonna do a couple step downs. Back behind this retaining wall, you got a couple options what you can do. You can leave it bare since there's not a whole lot to look at back behind there, but what we're actually gonna do is plant some taller landscape plants back here. Beautiful backdrop, of course, natural area, and then bring some more flowering and just interesting plants in front behind this retaining wall. Next thing we have is our pond. I think it ended up being somewhere around 13-14 feet wide, 20 foot long. We have 2 6,000 biofalls going in here, so plenty of filtration for people to get in and out. Leaf drop, we want to be able to handle all that organic load. We have our standard 1000 series skimmer. So we are going to be using 3-inch plumbing going up to the main waterfalls, which are going to be somewhere in the vicinity of the excavator now. Right here, it's kind of exposed. This is the skeleton that we got going on now. We have a 3-inch T. We got a 2-inch line going to that biofall just for filtration purposes. That's not going to be a waterfall. It's actually set, I think it ended up being somewhere around 1 inch lower than water level. So that's just going to be pushing out, filtering the water. That's really going to be our focus area up top where the homeowners are going to get enjoyment from when they're up on that patio. Some nice falls coming down, longer stream than we usually do, wrapping around the excavator, and then it's going to be entering the pond right through these 2 boulders here. Also part of the package is a small patio, paver patio here. So the idea is this fall coming into the pond, they'll be able to get a nice glance at that from this angle. Those waterfalls are really going to be aimed more towards the house from when they're up there. The flow of this, how this is going to work, we'll have this nice kind of organic shape. We'll come out here, address the site, and just make some nice curved patio space here for them. Nothing super exact. We're just going to make it work with, you know, the pond edge. They're going to have a series of large steppers so they can walk from point A to point B, which is going to be that existing patio up top. So there is a little bit of elevation change that we're going to have to tackle here, create some nice natural rock steps going up. To my understanding, there is a landscape lighting package, so some path lights accenting this area down below will be really cool. And we're actually going to create one of the steps to get to this patio inside of our stream. So the water will be pushing around this rock they'll actually use to step on and to cross the stream. Everything about this is interactive, from the steps to right here. We have this nice super shallow beach area that we installed. The idea was to hold a couple chairs for relaxing. Your feet can be in the water. This is only going to hold about 5 inches or so of water, so it's a perfect area also for their kids to come in and out. Down below, it's hard to see now. We're kind of just filling this up before we get out of here for the weekend in case it rains real hard, but it doesn't drop down to the lowest elevation here. There's still some nice shelf work down in there for the kids to get in and out of this thing comfortably. Massive rock in here, Tennessee fieldstone like we typically use. This thing's gonna be lit up real well. We got 6 3 watts going in, 6 1 watts going in. It's being powered by the new solid handling pump from Aquascape, the 5 to 9000. I'm really excited to see what it does and what it looks like going through the 3-inch pipe up top. And our plan of attack really is to build out this fall entering the pond. We'll start carving and shaping our stream work, which is going to be nice. It's going to be over 25 foot of just meandering stream coming through. So this retaining wall here is actually going to be swinging more this way, and then it's going to tie into the steps somehow. But this area here, it's important for us to preserve this elevation because there's going to be a children's playhouse going in. So a lot of fun stuff happens around this pond. The family seems, they're thrilled. They're super excited. I know they're even having a little chipping pad installed. That used to be, that circle there, a fire pit. We demoed that today. That will be AstroTurf. And then along here, 20 foot off of that screen coming out, they're gonna have a nice clean engineered Tremron paver wall going through. This elevation up top, 18 inches high, is actually here. Everything on this side of the wall is gonna be AstroTurf. So the idea is the husband wants to be able to chip from that pad. He's probably gonna have a hole installed, a little flag. He can practice his chips there. This is gonna be a lower elevation, and then everything surrounding the pond is gonna get landscaped, of course. And it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be one heck of a little backyard oasis that they got going on.